Do you ever feel anxious when you're on the plane? For me, I used to feel super anxious, especially when the plane was taking off or when I felt some turbulence was about to happen or there was like a little sound, a little off. I would be super vigilant to those things and I would feel extremely uncomfortable, especially with the taking off. I would feel my heart going faster. I would have a lot of sensations in my stomach, like a knot, and it would be really uncomfortable, almost painful. And I tried many different relaxation techniques. I tried to distract myself. Sometimes I have this weird daydreaming that my mom is with me. My mom would never get on the plane. She's too scared. So I would have like her like next to me in my imagination, and all these worst scenarios that could happen would be like playing in my mind. And so from there, today, I am confident to say that I have no anxiety of flying whatsoever. And that's because I found this amazing technique and I brought it to the next level. And today I would love to share it with you. I would love to share with you this amazing weird trick that has 3 steps. And each step is getting a little more weird than the one before. So I hope you can handle that. But if you do that, I promise you that your anxiety will completely disappear and you can be confidently entering a plane and flying. Beautiful day, unlimited sparkle. So today I'm going to tell you about this weird trick of how to handle any anxiety on the plane. But before I start telling you these 3 steps, I want you to know that planes are actually super safe. And if you want, do some research beforehand to know that they are designed to handle turbulence and other things that we are usually really scared of. You probably have heard this before, but you are more likely to die from a mosquito bite than from a plane or even a car accident. So just know that to begin with, because now we know what we're dealing with. We are not actually dealing with our logical mind when we are sitting on the plane and feeling really anxious. We are dealing with a part of our brain. If you believe in evolution, it's the amygdala, it's the reptilian brain. It has nothing to do with logic, but it has something to do with fear, and it wants to keep us safe. So this amygdala becomes overactive, and that's why we hear those voices saying like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, and the plane is crashing, and the engine stopped working, you know, when you hear some sound. So we're dealing with your reptile, basically. And today I'm gonna tell you 3 steps how to tame this reptile when you're on the plane completely. So what are these 3 steps? A weird trick that comes with 3 steps. So the step number 1, imagine yourself sitting on the plane, and maybe it's just taxiing right now and you start feeling something in your body. Maybe you're scared or anxious. Don't label your sensations in your body anxiety or fear. Don't say to yourself that you are scared. Label it as excitement. I love this. This really helps me every time. So maybe you are not in charge of your reptile, but you're in charge of how you respond to that reptile. So, and this is all we need. So you're sitting on the plane, maybe the plane right now is taxiing, maybe like starting to lifting off, and whatever you're feeling, just have these internal conversations that's like, wow, this is really exciting. Like, wow, I'm feeling excitement. And really feel what's inside of your body. What are you feeling it? If you're feeling your palms sweating, your heart going a bit faster, just notice and label it as excitement. The second step is to become really observant, really curious, and really look inside of those sensations that you're feeling. So for example, if you're feeling your heart, notice your heart, your breathing, I usually have this enormous knot in my stomach, so I'm just like, it's almost painful. So I'm trying to just like noticing that and go really deep inside of that, and go even beyond. Don't just be curious about it, just really bring it on. So sometimes I would tell myself like, wow, I'm feeling a lot of excitement and a lot of sensations in my stomach. And then just really feeling it like, wow, this is all you've got? Oh, come on, give me some more. And really bring it on. Because the reason why the reptile has power over you when you're flying is because you're running away, so it keeps chasing you. But you will gain control by actually inviting it, by accepting it, and by not being scared. Really, all you have to do is just become super observant. And as I imagine it is, imagine that you are standing on the edge of a pool and you are diving in the pool. And that's exactly how you want to be diving into those sensations. So whatever sensations you're feeling in your body, just dive in and feel it as much as you can. And step number 3, the last step, is the most entertaining, especially for me. So this step I use how to deal with those thoughts, those voices you have inside of your head. So for example, you're already feeling comfortable and the plane is lifting off and you feel like you've got it handled, and suddenly there's like a little glitch or like a little movement in the plane, and your brain starts immediately, or your voices in your brain starts going like, oh my god, I knew it, I'm gonna die or we're gonna crash. And so how do you handle these voices? Because this is also so important. So the way I do it, the way I handle my voices on the plane, is that my main focus is on my sensations and diving inside of my sensations. And I imagine that these voices are actually being broadcasted to me from the outside in a comedy show. So I am focused on my sensations, and these voices just tell me things. This is Anxiety FM, and you are going to die. But to me, they can just be entertaining. I know they have no logic whatsoever, and the more I am focusing on my sensations, the more they are becoming disempowered anyway. So all I'm doing is focusing on my sensations. You are in danger. As much as I can while I'm relaxed. Did you feel that little glitch in the plane? My body is relaxed. That's because the engine stopped working. I'm releasing any tension. Did you feel that shake? From the areas that are tensed up. Turbulence is approaching. And I'm inviting all these sensations. And you're going to crash. This plane is going to crash. And as I'm doing this, focused on my sensations and diving in, you're all going down. This is they becoming less and less intense. You didn't write your will yet. Despite of what is actually going on. I can be in the taking off mode right now and feel really relaxed. And the tensions just don't have any grip. They don't have any power over me anymore. To the point that I stopped feeling anything and I don't feel it. I don't feel that anxiety. I also wanted to say that sometimes people are focusing on their breathing, or they've learned many different relaxation techniques for the planes, but they still don't work. Even when you're focusing on your breathing, this can be also an escape from the sensations, because really you want to dive in to your most uncomfortable sensations and really feel that pain. This is the only way. The only way out is through. So what do you think? I would love to hear back from you. And next time you're on the plane, maybe listen to this video just before you're flying and recap all these 3 steps. I'm going to quickly recap them for you here. Excitement. Label it as excitement. Second, dive deep into your sensations and welcome and bring them on. And the third, imagine that your voices inside of your head are actually external and they're broadcasting to you from a comedy show. So let me know what you think so far in the comments below. And please share this video. There's so many people who feel paralyzed when they're flying, but they don't really talk about it. Like, I never really talked to anyone about it, but I felt horrible. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more techniques and tips. And how far are you willing to go to fly high?